nothing there. There's just they were trying to
Good evening, everyone. My name is Michelle, and my project topic is text analytics of incident tickets for IT industry. For the next 5 minutes, we are going to talk about what the context of the problem is. Essentially, I'll be talking about what I was trying to solve and how relevant it is to the IT industry. We will have a brief overview of the data set as well, what the data set was all about. Then I will give you a brief summary about the workflow which I adopted to solve this particular problem. And definitely we will go through what were the model results. And eventually we'll move to what are my future plans with this project. So what is the current scenario with the IT industry? We live in a, today every IT industry is essentially a service industry. Every service, every application which we are using, we want it to be seamless, we want it to be uninterrupted, and we want it to be at a quality which it is guaranteed for. Now, when this does not happen, what do? We raise an incident ticket. A ticket is a service ticket which tells us that the application or the technology or the tool is not working properly, there is some error in it, or the quality is not matched as it was backed earlier. For a very long time, the IT industry have been very reactive, which essentially means that for every incident, we used to raise an incident ticket, and for that incident ticket, there used to be have and targeted action. Now with the advent of machine learning, we want this process to be faster. So this is a very abstract overview of the incident ticket process. So for an example, if there is a failure in an application or a tool, a ticket gets raised. This ticket goes to the IT help desk. IT help desk sees the tickets, opens the ticket, and then he puts into a bucket to the which category it belongs to. Finally, he assigns it to the solver who is going to solve this ticket. And there are times when he has to reassign it to the correct solver, and this can be a very loop-long process. Now, what we actually want here, we want a method which is predictive, we want a method which is faster, and we want a method which is proactive. So, what I really wanted to do is just based on the title of the ticket, I want to be able to categorize it and then assign it to the right solver. So let's look at the data set which we have. So the data set which I had was the title of the ticket. As you can see, I can't really make out what it means. So I had this title of the ticket, I had the incident category, I had the incident number, and various other features. Now what I wanted to do, in order to do the machine learning of the text analytics, text is of very essence, and I didn't want to leave the text which I can't understand. So I just converted that text, and as you can see the last row, the text has been converted into the English, so you can understand what the text is all about. So that was the one part of the feature engineering which I applied here. Another was I wanted to understand when you assign and reassign the incident ticket to the solver, what is the impact of it to the mean difference between the close time and the open time. Essentially, the open time is the time when the ticket was opened at the service desk, and close time when it was closed. There are many other attributes as well, but this is essentially what it is. Now, the workflow which I adopted to solve this problem, I had a raw data, not the one which I just showed you. It was quite messy, so I kind of processed it, and then I got the text data, the text column, which we just had the title of the ticket. I made a vectorizer out of it. I essentially used the IDF. I built a baseline. Let me go back. Okay. So I built a baseline model. Why it was important? Because before doing anything, I wanted to make sure that my model is doing better than any guess what we will do. So then I built the estimator. I tuned the parameters. Sorry. I tuned the parameters, and then I had a coffee. No, I had coffee as well. So these are the. Is it? I thought that was okay. No. So just based on the title of the ticket, I was able to predict what category does it belong to. So I used two models, logistic regression and KNN, and I compared it to the dummy, which essentially is what is the best guess you can make out of the data set. And another was to predict the solver who is going to solve this problem. After doing this, as you can see, the model, the logistic regression in KNN is doing pretty better in terms of the mean score compared to the dummy model. And then I used grid search CV, where I kind of tuned the hyperparameters, and for C10 I got almost 72% mean score for the logistic regression. So after doing all of this, I thought, why not put it into a model? And so this is for the, so we have a Jiranator here. So this Jiranator, you just put the title of the text, and it will be able to give you the category which it belongs to.
Sorry, that's 7 minutes. All right. Some questions, guys?
Yeah, I certainly think this is a cool project because I do this exact job at Atlassian.
Maybe
so
you can employ me.
just a question. I was just a bit.
I'll just do the data cleaning, don't worry.
I was just confused. Like, what are you trying to predict? Is it so the incident category was it?
Yes.
Like, so it was supervised,
Yes, it's a supervised.
and so that's based on like humans tag that in the
Yes.
past, is it?
Yes, it is based on the number of, I mean, definitely not the most frequent, but there is more intelligence into it. I mean, in terms of how it is predicting, because it's doing better than the dummy one. So,
And are those categories the final category they get assigned? So let's say a ticket gets reassigned 3 times by a person.
yes.
Which category are you using, for actually training your model against?
So there are two different things which I'm predicting here. One is the category, just based on the title, and again, based on the title, who will be the solver. So for different categories, there can be different solvers. So, and sometimes the ticket is not, when the ticket is not solved, or it is not being resolved for some